Hey everybody, it's Anthony with the Career Management Platform. I wanted to cut a quick vlog talking about a couple of, really building on the last video that we had put out, which was some things to do and some things to start and some things to stop. It's been a crazy couple of days in the news with the pandemic and states going on statewide shelter-in-place orders and really just kind of having this wash over you. But I wanted to reinforce something that we've said all along. Peter and I are actively in the grind to this day, right? So we still are interviewing people. We are in touch with the market. Nothing that we talk about is theoretical in nature. And that I think is something that separates our guidance and what we proselytize, because it's experience spread across a whole lot of time. This is our third recession. And so, whereas that doesn't give us any bars on the arm, so to speak, what it does do is give us the gift of pattern recognition. So I wanted to share some things that came to mind today when, just as a result of some of the conversations that I've had. Now, granted, if you're watching this and you were one of the people that maybe got an email on Friday or got a call Monday that said, you know what, I'm sorry, but we've had to make some adjustments. 80% of our revenue has been clipped. We have to let you go, and you weren't prepared for this. I am incredibly sorry to hear that. And, you know, the good news is a lot of states are putting enhanced unemployment comp together and really trying to help you through this. If it wasn't your fault, then it wasn't your fault, right? But fact of the matter is you still have to push on. And I wanted to give you some guidance. First thing I wanted to say was you have to connect, get past the whole, like, what happened to you, right? And step one is breathe. If you don't have that part down and come across calm when you are talking and networking or even applying to jobs, then, you know, you got to get that part down, because the desperation definitely comes across. And what I want to guide you guys on is not to say the following words in conversation: I can do that. This is what I mean. So many times when you are interviewing someone for a job or someone applies to you, their skill set might be over here. What you're looking for might be over there. Now, it might not be too far to connect the dots, but as an employer, you're talking about trading tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars in salary to someone to do a function. You know, the phrase, oh, well, I can do that, isn't really inspiring, right? So if you're talking about putting yourself up in consideration for a role, don't go with the whole, like, nobody wants to hear, oh, I could do that, because here's what happens. To the employer's ear, they're a stopgap measure, right? You're gonna take the job just because there's nothing else out there, and the second somebody else comes along with something that's either more in line or more money or whatever, you're gonna go back, right? And that's how people end up sitting on the sidelines for a long time in recessions. Really what I want you to focus on is this. First of all, don't be above or beyond any task. If you are looking for a job and you're disconnected right now, yes, it was a great economy 4 weeks ago. Right now, we're in the thick of it, okay? And there's more to come. But what I would tell you is look inside, first of all, and figure out the why behind why you do what you do. If your resume is filled with transactional bullet points of, I push this button, I do this, without, like, the quantifiable accomplishments, you got to stop and figure out what the result of what you do, right? Nobody, I don't care what discipline you're in, nobody wants to hire somebody and trade that salary money for someone who's just gonna punch the clock and do enough to not get fired. So figure out how to connect the passion behind what you do to the job that you're talking to. And I'm gonna give you a ridiculous example, but an example nonetheless. When I was in high school, one of my first, I'm gonna say real jobs, because I've been working since I was 12, but one of my first real jobs was working in a supermarket. And for me, I thought it was always cool, but I always wanted to be a cashier. So I started off and I was just in the pushing grocery carts. This is before, like, now we've got the automated carts, and y'all are soft who are doing that. But for me, it was a competition to see how many carts I could push at once and how often I can get the parking lot completely clean and devoid of carts. And for me, that was a bit of a game, made a game of it. When I moved up to cashier, there was a scorecard, and I always wanted to be that top, items per minute. I wanted to be top on that cashier's list, and I hit it like once, maybe even twice. And for me, that was my accomplishment. So, but at the end of the day, and it wasn't just I was playing a game and making it interesting, When I look back on it, my value was that I can scan X amount of items per minute, which meant that there was faster turn. People were in line less and less amount of time, and we had more satisfied customers. So take that example and kind of throw that on what you do. Give you another more relevant example in the professional world. If you are an accountant, if you're an accountant, people understand that you know how to reconcile, right? Balance things. So putting on your resume that you reconcile accounts, that really just says that you show up. But if you were to say something like, you know what, I handle account reconciliation, I was able to rationalize the close process and cut 2 days a month out of the month-end close, that's quantifiable. So look at what you do specifically. Don't transmit desperate and say, oh, I could do that. Look at what you do and look at how your resume is put together. Look at how your LinkedIn profile is together. Start showcasing what results from people having you on their team and in their function. So, you know, if that helps, then great, and I'm happy. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We are the careermanagementplatform.com. You can email questions to questions@yourcmp.com. But hopefully this helps, and we're in this with you. If there's anything that we could do, definitely let us know. And again, if you are nervous about your current situation, just like food prepping, you want to get ahead of it, I would highly recommend everybody visit us at the careermanagementplatform.com and take our career assessment. This is for you. It's not for us. If you do nothing else but go on and take that assessment, you've got an amazing document that you will download and you will have. You will show yourself what you have done and where your passions lie, and really have some great data to use as a platform to have those employment conversations. But listen, be well, be safe. If there's anything that we could do for you, let us know. We look forward to the next time we connect. Bye.